Hi everyone, welcome back to Home Health and Everything Else. If you're new here, my name's Helen and I'm so happy you're here. Today I have my first ever TEMU, and I think that's how you say it, a TEMU haul. Now this is something totally new to me and I kind of wanted to see what the hype was all about. I've heard some reviews that are really good and I've heard some reviews that are really bad. I'm thinking it's something like Wish. I've gotten things from Wish before that was like, eh. But I've heard better things about this, and I'm going to show you exactly what I ordered, and I'm very excited. I apologize, I am still not well. If I go into a coughing fit, I will edit that out. But I'm happy to be back. Let's get this opened. So I don't want to show any information on here, and I'm going to open this carefully. There are supposed to be 9 things in this package, and I will tell you exactly what I paid for each item in Canadian funds, as well as the total, and give my own thoughts on it. So this here, sorry for all the noise for the plastic. Just going to open it up here. And I couldn't quite remember exactly what I ordered, so I kind of have a list here and I wrote it all down. So if I'm looking down, that is what I'm looking at. Excuse me. So this here is going to be let me see, maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Okay. Is this what I think it's supposed to be? Okay, these are for my dresser drawers. And this is a 3-piece foldable fabric storage bins for the drawers for like my socks, my underwear, and I think I got one for my bras. So I thought they're going to be a little bit more sturdy than this. I did pay $6.21 for it. And once you put things in it, I'm sure they'll be a little bit more sturdy and stay open. But I think this one is probably for either socks or underwear. I'm not sure. This one here is a bigger one, and this is supposed to be for my bras. And maybe this one of these, I don't know if they're the exact same size or not, but one is supposed to be for underwear and one is supposed to be socks. I guess they're probably universal. They are the same size. So that's what I'm going to try to organize my dresser a little bit and see how they work. So like I said, it was $6.21 for the 3 of them. They do have a little bit of a plasticky smell, and I'm sure you can probably throw these in the wash on gentle, and I think they'll be fine. But that's the first thing that I got. The next thing here, this would be a honeycomb mesh laundry bag, and I thought this would be good for, you know, like my bras, throwing delicates in the wash. And again, I'm sorry for the plastic noise. Excuse me. But this here was $1.76, and this is the size. So you could put a few things in there. Hopefully it will hold up well. There's a zipper. The zipper seems to work okay, as long as you don't get it caught in the back of the fabric. Yeah, it works. It seems to work very well. And the stitching seems to be okay as well. I'm hoping this is pretty good. For $1.76, I thought I would try it. And whatever kind of delicates I would put in this it's only going to be washed on like a delicate cycle anyways. So I think this will hold up really well. So for $1.76, I think that's pretty good. And okay, this here is a little different than what I was thinking it might be, but this here is a non-slip waterproof silicone pet food mat. Again, with the plastic. I thought it was going to be a little bit more thicker, but our cat dish, she chases it around all the time. You know, I put wet food in her dish, and yeah, it's just like she has a hard time with it because it slips around a lot. And I thought this would be easier for cleaning. Excuse me. Yeah, it's supposed to be, you can easily wash it, wipe it down. It's very, very thin. It had a, said it had a little bit of a lip on it, and the lip, as you can see, is very little. Okay, it seemed, when I looked at it, it seemed a little bit more firm than this, but you can kind of fold it up or whatever. And I don't know if you can actually put this in the wash machine or not, but it's easy to wash and wipe off anyway. So I'm going to see how she likes it. And it's supposed to be like the shape of, you know, the top of a cat head. And it's gray. And I think you could get another color, but I can't, I'm not really sure about that. I can link everything below once I'm done this video. So I'm not promoting this stuff. I'm not sponsored by this or anything like this. It's just something that I wanted to try for myself. So if this works, I'd be very happy with this. So this was, like I said, I don't know if I said, this was $4.08 for this. I'm sure I could find cheaper solutions, but I thought it was cute. Okay. Next is this. It's a one-piece silicone jar spatula, and this was $1.55. I thought this would be great for, you know, scraping out like jam jars, peanut butter jars. And once I start doing starter, you know, if I ever get brave enough to start doing that, I think this would be great for scraping, you know, the jar of the starter. So we shall see. I'm going to take it out of the wrap. They have a lot of plastic. You can get different colors of this. And this was, like I said, $1.55. You can hang it up or whatever. It's very, very light. It's a pretty color. So I'm quite happy with that. I'll see how it works. I would probably not, I don't know if I could put this in the dishwasher or not. I don't know. Maybe top shelf. Let's see what else I got in here. Just odds and ends, little things that I wanted to try. And this here is a one-piece headphone hook, and it was $1.55. For my headphones at my desktop, they're just always like sitting on top of my, you know, computer or whatever. And I thought this would be really nice. I can just kind of stick this to, I think it, yeah, there's tape in there for that. There's a tape that you can stick it onto the edge of your desk or whatever. And you could use it probably not only for that, you could probably use it for like even hanging your cords over, or, you know, I don't know, your purse, if you, I don't know if it's strong enough for that, but my goal, my idea was to hang my headphones over this and just put it on the end of the desk and glue it there. So that's what it looks like behind it. It's just a cheap little thing, I think, but this almost feels like a magnet. I don't know. It's really, 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 really strong. And this was $1.55. So I'll try it. I'm excited for when I get my office all together. So I want to get some things like that. Next, just pulling whatever I see out of here. Okay, these are, okay. Just have to make sure. This is an 8-piece heart-shaped faux leather cable organizers. And this was $2.96. And these are just, you have all your cords and you can just kind of put them all together instead of putting like a twist tie around it to keep them together. You have like a cute little heart-shaped holder here. So I'm going to open this up. We got some yellow and dark green and black and brown and white, like different colors. And the colors were randomized by what they give you. I remember that part. But you just snap them together with the cords through it and the little heart shaped. And there's, I don't know if you can make them go through there, I guess. But just like this, with the snaps, fold it in half, snap them together. Just like that. I thought they were pretty cute, and I thought I would try them because I have a lot of different cords and they're just hanging all over the place, and this can make them shorter and just keep them more organized. And I could probably even write on some of these, put a little piece of tape there to say exactly what the cords were. So yeah, there's 8 pieces. It's like a black and a dark green and yellow and white and brown, but there's also other pretty colors, but I had no choice of what colors I got. So I'm happy with that. I'll try those. Next, I'm not seeing what I'm pulling out here. It's just, oh yes, these here. These are, I'm excited about these. You call these 6-pack Eco Clean reusable mop pads. There's 6 pieces in here, and I have one of those mops that you have the pads to put over them. And they're quite expensive in the stores. Pardon me. So I want to see how these are, and I'll always have clean ones on hand. So they just fit over your mop head. I'm hoping that will be wide enough. It should be, yes. They do have a little smell to them, just factory smell or something, but that will easily wash out. And there's 6 of them here. So easily, you know, I'll always have a clean one. And for the 6 of these, it was $5.08. So I'm really, really happy about these. And I'm not sure if you can get different colors or not, but these are great. They're great. So that will just help us keep clean floors and not have to constantly wash the pads all the time, you know. So I'm really happy about these. That's exciting. I like those. And they're sewn pretty decently. The elastic is really strong. I'm very happy with this. For $5.08 for 6-pack, yeah, this is a win for me. That's well worth it. Let's see what else I have in here. Okay, these are for cords as well for my office or office area right now. And you put your cords in it and they just kind of stick on your desk. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of out of it, but these are, what do you call them? What do you call these? 6-piece magnetic cord organizer holders for desktops. That was a mouthful, but there's 6 pieces in here for $1.68. So I thought why not? Anything to help keep me organized. And it does have little sticky tape here for it. And they open up like this. Put your cord in it, close it, and you can just tape it there. It's saying magnetic. I don't see why it's magnetic. Just going to look at the sticky part of it. I can get that out. Doesn't look like anything sticky to me, but doesn't look like anything magnetic to me. It's just sticky that you stick on there, peeled off, stick it on something. Well, my desk it's wood anyway, so I thought that might be kind of cool to have and organize all my hanging cords. Especially, I can even put it like next to my bed at night, so my cell phone cord is right there. I can easily charge it without dropping a cord and losing it, which I do quite often. But 6 pieces, and it was $1.68. So still, I think it's pretty decent, and I'm happy to try it, see if it works, and help keep my desktop a little bit more organized. So did I show you? I know I have one more thing in here at least. Let's see if I showed you everything. Yes, I did. So this is the last thing, and it's the biggest thing. And I believe maybe it was most expensive. Yes, this was the most expensive. This was $12.14. This is an extra large dual layer cat litter mat. So I'm just going to pull this out of here. And, oh, it is quite big. It was folded in half. That's huge. That's really huge. It has, it's supposed to have these holes in it or something that goes right through. And instead of tracking the little stones all over the house, it falls through, and there's a section, I guess, that you open up, and then you can just kind of empty it out. If this works, that's great. And they did have other colors of this. I'm so sorry for that noise. I can't be bothered finding the place where you open it up at. Okay, here we go. So I can see it a little better. See, it does open up. So the cat steps on this top part and wipes the gravel off on its feet, and it just falls right through, and then you can pick it up and just kind of empty it out like that and keep the floor much neater. And you can get different size. I think this was the extra large, and you can get smaller. But look at the size of this. For $12.14, if this works great, I would pay more than that because that would be so much worth it to keep it clean. And it's pretty easy. I don't think it's going to be hard for them to step on. I don't think they'll mind it at all. It's easier on their toes than, sitting in a cat litter box, right? But I think this is great. And the size of it is perfect. Really, really nice. I'm really impressed with this, and I really hope this works as well as I think it should. The holes are quite big for the little stones and everything to fall through. And I would say this was washable as well, or hosable. You know what I mean? Where you can just hose it off with water. I am not articulate at all. I am sorry. I don't have the words. But this was my very first TEMU haul, and overall, I am quite happy with everything. Hopefully these things work, and things for my office and the cords, and for my headphones, and for laundry. There's like so much stuff there. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money, but I wanted to see what I could get. Things that are useful to me, not just whatever, things that I'm actually going to use for a cheaper amount. I know you can pick up these anywhere. You can pick up these things anywhere, but not for this price. So I thought this was pretty good. You could probably get something like this in the dollar store, honestly. And this was $1.55, but still I'm very happy with it, and I'll try it. So this was my TEMU haul, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I paid, the total of it. So everything has a higher price on it, and then it tells me it's all discounted, and just this is in Canadian funds. So they're saying the discount was $205.73. I don't know where they got that. If this stuff was in a bigger store, I would definitely not pay $205. Well, this was the discount. I would not pay that. That is a ridiculous price. I don't know where they got that number, but apparently $205.73 was the discount. But overall, the subtotal for all these things was $37.01. The pardon me, GST/HST was $5.53, which is pretty decent. Shipping was free. I think you spend over $35 or something like that. The shipping is free, and I did just barely over $35. The total of everything with the GST and the subtotal was $42.54. That's all right. I mean, I got some things that I needed. I think it's pretty decent. It's less than $50, so I'm very happy about that. Things I can definitely use for my office, for the cords, and for the laundry. And I thought these were really, really good. These are really, really good. And this mat alone, I think, well, it was the most expensive at $12.14. The size of it. I mean, if that works, and I'm pretty sure it will by the look of it and the feel of it, I think this was worth it. But I think it's a buyer beware kind of thing. I think you really need to look at the stuff that you want to buy. Look at the reviews. Excuse me. Which I did. I read all the reviews. Not everything has a review, so you have to be careful with that. But overall, yes, I am quite pleased at paying less than $50, just a little over $40, $42 for all of this. Will I buy from there again? Quite possibly, but with care. Really, do my search and see what I really want, and make sure it's at a certain amount where I do not have to pay shipping. If I had to pay shipping for all of this, no, I wouldn't have. No. I think when I first ordered some things, it wasn't up to $35, so I just added one more thing or a couple more things, little things like that, and it went over $35. So I was able to get free shipping, and that was way worth it for me. I've also heard a lot of tales where some people were not getting their packages, at least here in Nova Scotia. There were a bunch of people, I think, that were, some people were arrested or something like that for actually taking a photograph of the package on their doorstep and taking the package back with them, or throwing them away, or just, it was a whole scam going, and they're looking into that, and they fired quite a few people. And so I had no problems getting this order at all. It came within the time that they said I would get it. The latest date that they said I would get it is the 30th, and today is I'm not sure what today is, the 23rd. I think today's the 23rd. So I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with it. Yes, the stuff is cheap. It's made cheaply. You can get some of the stuff, I'm sure, at the dollar store, but I wanted to try it. These, I think these are going to be great. I think you can just put them on your hands even and just dust. I don't know, or maybe at the end of a broom even. I think those are very useful. The mat's very useful. Those are my two top things, I think, for what I got. And I think this will be very handy as well. That's everything for my TEMU haul, and I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed opening it and sharing it with you. And until next time, friends, please remember, be kind to you, take care of you, and don't forget to fly. First, love yourself. Bye for now.